I feel like before you even get into a relationship, y'all need to be friends. It's always good to have somebody to rely on, especially if it's your partner.
Yeah.
Men want a loyal woman, you know, that's loyal to them and loyal to the mission.
Bro, why can't women take the truth though, bro? And this is actually a very controversial topic,
Very,
bro.
very controversial.
Should women have careers, bro? I think that you can.
Welcome back to another episode of the Pure Intentions podcast, man. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your life to watch some of us, you know what I'm saying? And we on episode number 32 in this
32,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? That's how old I am. I'm 32 years old in this motherfucker.
Shit, backwards. 23. You know what I'm
God.
saying? Nah, that's a milestone, bro.
Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But yeah, man, we back in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? We back consistent in this motherfucker. Hey, make sure y'all tap into the community, Pure Intentions community, going crazy in that bit. You feel me? Daily motivation, entrepreneurship wins, etc. Hella shit, and it's free.
Events on the way. Look,
Yeah.
bro, we finna bring y'all out to the hiking. We finna bring y'all out to the running, the walking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Little adult field day.
Oh,
You feel what I'm
God.
saying?
Hey.
So y'all stay tuned, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Tap into the socials, Instagram, TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Going crazy on all of those platforms. But
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
My name is David.
Yeah, I'm Justin.
And welcome back, man.
Yes,
so
sir.
What we getting into today, bro?
Hey man, we got some, I feel like something that need to get it addressed, you know what I'm saying? So today's topic is, what do men really want out of relationships?
Because I don't think women know at all. Honestly, bro. Like
I don't think so.
rarely do they know.
Yeah.
But that's a very important, a very interesting topic to dive into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. So you want to go first? What's your first thing you think men want out of relationships?
I mean, I'm gonna just say the most cliche one, but it's the realest one, bruh. Just peace, bruh.
Peace.
Like, there is no way that you gonna have an ambitious guy that you want to be high performing, take care of your kids, take care of you, and he has turmoil outside the house and inside the house. That's just not how this shit works. A lot of this stuff is really trading. Like, you trade this for this, meaning you give me peace, you get the best life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You give me turmoil, you gonna have some problems. You know what I'm saying? But it's really easy to make this stuff seamless. But I'm gonna just say peace, bruh. Like, I think it is very priceless for a dude to be able to come home or go back to his significant other and not have to go through nothing with their significant other, bro. Because honestly, bro, I used to be that dude in high school, in class, texting my ass off paragraphs to my significant other just because we arguing, bro. and that's making my grades bad. That's making my grades bad.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing in the real world. Like, bro is not gonna function how he need to throughout the day. He gonna be thinking about, bro, but she said this, but what about this? You know what I'm saying? All this overthinking stuff, that's what it breeds. And so, yeah, bro, I'm gonna say peace.
Yeah. I do think peace is like number one for sure. You know what I'm saying? But so like how can a woman bring peace to a man's life? Like, one thing I can think of is shit, bro. Maybe just by being honest.
Being honest and taking honesty. Because look, bro.
Oh, okay.
Being honest is one thing, but being able to take the truth. Because I think a lot of situations arise up between male and female just because the female cannot take the truth, bro. And oftentimes the male can't, but more times the female can't. And I mean, like, if your significant other asks you a question and you answer the question, and it's an answer that they didn't necessarily like, but it's the truth. They couldn't handle the truth because now they fucked up about your answer. They like, excuse me, they like, all this stuff, overthinking about your answer. And so now that they bringing up stuff, they like, oh, well, I think you're like this. You know what I'm saying? Then it turned into a huge problem. Like, that's one off the top of the head. Just don't be disagreeable either. Mm-hmm. Like, don't be trying to give pushback where pushback is not needed. Mm-hmm. Pushback may be needed when somebody come to you and they got an idea on something and you want them to think about the idea a little bit harder. Yeah. You can ask questions and give them pushback on their idea. But when it comes to shit, where we gonna go to goddamn vacation? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure the dude gonna leave it up to you anyway. But like, just being agreeable in situations can help with peace as well.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? Just being submissive, being thoughtful about what you are putting into the conversation. Because this is how I look at it, bro. Mm-hmm. A girl ain't really gonna say nothing if they don't meet him, bro. Like, a lot of females be talking about how they'll get mad and then they'll say things out of madness, and that's a real thing, of course. But is it to say that those things that you said out of madness aren't truth, bro? I think that's the rawest truth.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure the truth.
Honestly.
Yeah. That's just like when people get drunk and they say what they really...
Literally, bro.
That's the truth. That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That filter come off. So, like, when you get mad, it take that filter off and you just become raw. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but in certain areas, there's just no reason to give pushback. Like...
Yeah.
You got a problem with something all the time. That is literally creating discourse.
Yeah. But you said something very interesting, bro. You said the word submissive. You know what I'm saying?
They don't like that word. They don't like that word, man.
Yeah, they don't. But like, I believe in order for a woman to become submissive to the man, like, the man has to have knowledge of self and he has to have some type of purpose as well. So it's like, how can a woman submit to a man who don't even know where the fuck he going and he don't even know who he is as a man? And I feel like a lot of times, especially in this generation and Gen Z specifically, it's a lot of men, young men out here who don't know themselves and don't know what the fuck they doing with their life. So then they get mad because they woman not submitting to them.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to have knowledge of self first. You got to work on yourself first before you even should get in a relationship, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree,
and that's for both genders.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But especially for the man, bro, because you are the leader, because you are in fact the head of the relationship.
Yeah.
You literally got to be on your P's and Q's with everything.
Yeah.
You can't be coming into this unsure, unconfident because she's going to catch on that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's going to turn them off and they'll just go get a little secret dude that you don't know about. But other times, they're just going to continue to create problems within the relationship because they aren't able to be as submissive as they're supposed to. So I agree 100%, bro.
Yeah.
But really, you know, I think a lot of women haven't even been conditioned to be submissive because especially in the black family, bro, they have been conditioned to always have their own. And when you're in a submissive position, you usually have a dominance over you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we haven't conditioned black women to be, okay, it's going to sound bad, but be dominated. Like, dead ass, bro, having a real hierarchy. And I'm not talking about just like I don't know how to put it, but they haven't been conditioned to be under a guy. They've been conditioned to have their own. And I would say that, you know, 90% of guys are not going to, I wouldn't say 90%, about probably like 75% are not going to be guys that you can really be submissive to in 100% fashion because some of that stuff, it just is so against what the world is going towards, bro. It's so hard.
I agree.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. It's entirely doable, but it is very difficult for the average man to become that way in which, you know, a woman would be submissive to. Yeah. Greetings, business owners. Have you ever wondered how you should show up on the online marketplace or in person for your customers? Well, the number one thing that you need to focus on is branding. How are you appearing to your customers and what type of relation are you communicating with them? And this is exactly what we do at the Views Agency. We handle full service projects as well as if you're just looking to get your branding identity done. So if this is something that you're interested in, be sure to follow me at DLO Brands or send me an email at dlogan@theviewsagency.com and we can get your project started today.
This is my take on that, and I feel like it's the Western culture that kind of fucked up the mindset and the family or the relationship dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, I do. You know what I'm saying? I do believe women should, chase their purpose. If they want a career, go get a career. But at the same time, it's like nowadays, it's like women are pursuing, women are becoming very independent, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And they're kind of pursuing like career, like you should pursue your career, but it takes away from the balance of the relationship aspect as well, because they're so focused on being this independent woman where like when they enter a relationship, they still have like that mindset, and it may cause them to not submit or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, bro. And this is actually a very controversial topic,
very,
bro.
Very controversial.
Should women have careers, bro? I think that I don't think that if you want to have the most, I'm going to say it like this. If you want to have the most optimized family environment and life, the woman wouldn't have a career. It's not to say that the woman can't make money. We got a bunch of people on Etsy selling stuff, bro, that are making millions of dollars. Yeah. You can be like them. You don't got to go climb up the corporate ladder and spend all of your time and energy doing that. You can have your dude fund a little business for you that you can run as like a product-based business, and you just market it, and you don't spend much time on that, so you can spend more time with the family, honing in the kids, making sure the environment good. That is what would be the most optimized. Now, in this day and age, I don't think they've been conditioned to be okay with that though, bro. Like they're not okay with sitting at home. They think it's boring. Yeah. And some women that you'll see that are from other cultures, that are foreigners to America, or when you go to another country, you see that, bro, the biggest thing that they worried about is the family, bro. Yeah. Fuck my job. Like, what? My job is something that I do to make money, but am I gonna spend more time and energy on that than the family type shit?
Ooh, this gets deep, bro. This gets very deep, man. And it all boils down to like values, like like we were just talking about different cultures, man. So it's like, this happens in the black community a lot as well. So the woman or the mother is out pursuing her career, the father is out pursuing his career, but they have children. Yeah. So they not spending. Who is really spending that time with those children? Yeah. It's gonna be school. So that then school, the children get programmed from school instead of getting programmed from their mother or their father, because their parents are so busy working. You know what I'm saying?
Absent.
Exactly. But in other cultures, maybe the father is out and the mother is at home. So she's able to program those children because she has the time with those children. So it's really, oh man, it's really tricky, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, bro, I don't think that you can have a successful family. I mean, I'm not going to say you can't have a successful family, because, a lot of our families were like that, where both of our mothers and fathers worked. Yeah. But if we're just talking about the most optimal, you know what I'm saying? And it goes into kind of like picking, you know what I'm saying? If we know that more men will have trouble supplying that environment for a woman to not have to work, be as submissive as possible, being able to worry about the family more than finances and stuff like that. It's like, okay, if there aren't a lot of men that are in that position, what do women do at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, is polygamy the only answer? Dead ass.
Hey, I don't know. But I do feel like, and as well, like, okay, I feel like this can be a solution. I know we a little off topic, but instead of the woman pursuing her career or pursuing this other path from this man, maybe they can combine and have this one goal and both of them work on it, and like you're building an empire together. Okay. So y'all spending that time together instead of kind of being separated, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I just feel like somebody, especially if you have kids, somebody has to be at home spending time with those kids, programming those kids instead of the outside external world.
Yeah. I wonder what's the actual number for like what a guy has to make to be able to supply for his wife and kids. Like, so they don't have to do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what you said, the peace. You know what I'm saying? Because if the man is out getting all this money, you know what I'm saying, trying to provide for the wife and the kids, he's gonna need some peace in his life.
That does, because when I come home, bruh, it need to be quiet, bruh. The kids need to be doing whatever the fuck they do. Wife need to be catering to me. That's just what it is, bro. You done had all day to spend without me, bro. Yeah. Like, I done went through work, went through my boss, went through challenges, whatever. I'm trying to come home and it be okay. You know what I'm saying? That is one of the most priceless things that women can provide males.
Peace.
Yeah.
I agree.
Peace.
Bro, and I think something else men want out of relationships is like communication. And because I feel like, a lot of times women can get mad at something, they could peep something, but they hold it in. But then they start acting funny, and you like, what's wrong? They like, oh, none. And then one day they just spaz out on your ass. You're like, bro, why you just bring this up when it happened? So like communication is something for sure as well,
bro. It's huge, bro.
Yeah,
it's like, why would you do that? You literally holding something in is sabotaging our relationship.
Yeah,
I don't think women understand that. Like, bro, if you let something fester, it means that it's getting worse. It's not getting solved. You are going to feel the same way. It's not going to just dissolve out of your brain. You need to bring it up to your significant other. And it might change how the dynamic is. It might change how y'all see each other. It might change all of this shit. But it is better that you tell the truth than let shit build and build. Like, that shit is...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But being understanding goes into that communication, because sometimes, like, and what I said before, being able to take the truth, like, I think that's a large part of it, bro. Because you'll go through a situation, let's say you and your guy, he did something, you peep something, and you don't want to say nothing, but you already have thoughts on how he gonna take it type shit. And so there's something stopping you from saying something. So, it's just like, okay, does that have something to do with you can't take the truth? Because you don't want to basically confront the situation, which is the truth. You know what I'm saying?
The truth is the only thing that sets us free, man.
Bro, why can't women take the truth, though, bro? Like, this is my thing. If you ask me why I did some shit, and I tell you my actual reason for doing some shit, like, why does that have to turn into some huge thing? Like, why can't it just be the reason why I did some shit?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be my thing. But I don't know, bro. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't think it ever will. I just think the natures are too different. The only time that shit is gonna work, bro, is if a girl is literally, you know how they be like, the more money or power or status that you have as a man, the more submissive that girl will get. So, like, let's say you are literally one of the Dubai trillionaires.
Yeah.
What girl gonna talk back to you, bro? Like, literally, bro. Yeah. What girl gonna talk back to you? If they got a problem with something, bro, that shit ain't no problem. Yeah. Dead ass. They'll put up with this shit because it's like, bro, look who I'm with type thing.
Yeah, you get replaced.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know how it would change, but communication is definitely a big one, bro.
Yeah.
What I would say also is just like a reliable person. Like, I need to be able to come to you and I don't like to expect expectations or adhere to expectations and shit like that. But I think for certain people in your life, you do have expectations for. And so if I have expectations on my wife, her being reliable enough to meet those expectations, I know I'm always going to meet the expectation. The expectation really ain't anything crazy for a dude. It's literally just be the best you, go make some money so I don't have to, and don't lie to me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is a hard thing because, you know, men be having desires and shit that they want to act on. But we ain't gonna get into that. It ain't like a dude just gonna cheat on you. Like if you gonna do something like that, you tell your wife, be like, hey, can I go fuck someone? So, like, I think that's when your fucking relationship gonna end. But you know, you know, bro. Hey, but just being reliable.
Yeah, I agree with that too, bro. It's always good to have somebody to rely on, especially if it's your partner.
Yeah, like I can rely on you for good conversation. I can rely on you to bring me peace after a day.
Okay, this all really tie into each other if you think about it. Like
it do.
The communication will lead to peace. Relying will lead to peace as well. Yeah. So like peace is like the pinnacle of
peace
of
is the
shit.
pinnacle, bro. Like
you know what I'm saying?
Ain't trying to have no turmoil filled relationship like that, bro. That's just dead, bro. I am not trying to every 2 days we arguing about some shit, bro. That shit is exhausting. It takes the most energy that you have in your body. You don't want to do shit else, nigga. You got a problem with your girl, your whole day is fucked up.
Yeah, facts.
Like you like, bruh, like, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to. You got shit you got to do, but you don't want to do none of that shit. It's just, and it's cause of your girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, this shit gets real deep, bro.
It's a tricky thing, bro.
It is.
But I think, you know, there's those, you know, bro, I just see it like this, bro. If you become a 1% guy, bro, you can pick. That's just what it is. Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm becoming a 1% guy because I want to be able to pick. That's not the case. But when you do have that type of leverage, you can pick. So it's like you can, honestly, bro, the thing is, I was watching this one episode of the Fresh and Fit podcast, bro, and they asked the women if a dude was at a certain status level, would they allow polygamy? And there was only one girl on the panel that said that she wouldn't allow it.
Out of how many?
Out of like maybe 6 or 7 or 8.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, bro. At a certain status of money. You know
when they keep getting spoiled.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, okay, if a dude gotta make more money to have multiple girls, like, then dudes should just focus on money, bro.
Yeah.
Because then you'll really get what you want. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's when you get what you want, bro.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm not saying that that's the most optimal way, but as far as a dude not having to deal with a girl or having to deal with the problems that that girl may come with for the belief that it may the relationship may end or anything like that, like you don't really think about that shit because I can just go get another one, like
yeah, literally.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's a lot to unpack when it comes to relationships. But what you think? What else do men want in a relationship?
Loyalty, bro. Loyalty is something you can't put a price on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, men want a loyal woman, you know, that's loyal to them and loyal to the mission, which is to grow together as a couple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's always gonna be some ups and some bumps in the road, you know what I'm saying? Some downs in the road, but you gotta remain loyal throughout it. I feel like a lot of times when those hardships come in relationships, that really test people's characters and their commitment to the relationship. And a lot of times that's when it ends.
Yeah.
Because that loyalty isn't where it should have been if that person was meant for you in the first place. But I feel like if you have loyalty, bro, you will make it through any storm. You'll make it through any type of adversity that may come to the relationship.
I think women and men only put that degree of loyalty when you're married. And I think that needs to be changed, bro.
Me too.
If you and a specific person have a connection or y'all have a feeling towards each other to where you're like, bro, I dead ass want to be around this person the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think a title should dictate how you treat a person or how loyal you are to them. Like if you're going to treat them well regardless of the title. Or if you're going to be loyal to them regardless. And if you're not, don't choose to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think we should leave it up to formal gatherings and titles to dictate how we treat a person or feel about a person, bro. I don't think that makes sense, bro. Like, I think that a relationships get serious long before people become boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah. 100%.
But people don't like to acknowledge that, bro. Like the shit's been serious. Like, what are we talking about? Getting serious?
Yeah.
Like, the fuck? But it'd be like, okay, since we don't have a title on it, I guess it's not serious. Like, okay, a title says we're serious, bro. Really, bro?
Some man-made shit.
That's some stupid shit. Girlfriend. The fuck?
Yo, we got a big ass announcement. I'm talking about big. Pure Intentions merch in the building. You see what I'm saying? Pure Intentions merch in the building. We got Pure Intentions hat. You know what I'm saying? Summertime coming up. If you want to block out that sun ray, got the hat for you. Yeah. We got a Pure Intentions flask, which can keep your water very cold, you know what I'm saying? 24/7. Then we got a Pure Intentions mug. If you ever need some coffee, you need some energy, Pure Intentions mug for you. Yeah. Make sure y'all hit the link in the description to get the Pure Intentions hat, to get the Pure Intentions flask, and to get the Pure Intentions mug. And we out.
That shit, I feel like that shit is one of the stupidest things that has plagued the world. I mean, it's so many things have shifted in a adverse way to how humans should be functioning, and relationships is just another one of those things.
Yeah. But like that's like the core of it, because I feel like everything starts with family. If you want to have growth as a lineage, or just as a human population in general, in order for the human population to really evolve, it starts with the family. Like the families have to have real values and shit that they stand on, and principles that they pass on to their children. So then those children can grow up and pass it on to their children, and you just constantly evolving. Yeah. But it takes two in a household, you know what I'm saying, to get to that next point of evolution.
Yeah. But it's been a lot of conditioning. We gotta, and it's gonna get harder and harder now, bro. I mean, bro, people got dating apps, bro. People got Instagram shit.
Yeah, that's the
you
biggest one.
Instagram, man. What?
Hey, bro.
You see whoever, whatever you want to.
Man.
What the fuck?
That's
my girlfriend, nigga. What the hell is you talking about? Nigga, I got 20 girlfriends on Instagram.
Bro, that's why it be so hard. I feel like for relationships to really last, because of social media, man. Like, bro, I always be saying, like, our granddads, they ain't see this much fun shit in their whole existence. Like, bro, I'm 22, you 23, bro. Nigga, we done seen way more bad women than our ancestors did in they 80 years of existence.
20 per day, man.
I'm saying, so it be hard, you know what I'm saying? It be hard to be like, bro, shit, like, I fuck with this girl, but god damn, this girl. Ooh, you feel me?
And the thing is, bro, I think, you know, there's a lot of stuff going around on the internet that's like, okay, male nature, female nature. Females can only get pregnant once. Dudes can get as many females as pregnant as they want. And shit. And it's just like, you know, bro, I don't want to believe that shit, but it's like, it's like, I don't know, bro. I really feel like more hands on deck is better than two hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if we got 3 intelligent, beautiful woman on a mission. Bro, you got 3 of them, bro.
Yeah.
Working towards the mission, bro. I'm just like,
you gonna go farther.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I want polygamy or anything, but I see the ideology type shit.
Yeah.
Like you'll have a stronger family in some ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people may call it like that's like a hectic family to have like 3 different women in there, 3 different baby mothers or whatever. It's just like
it depends on who the person is. So
yeah,
I feel like
bro.
the people are.
If there's an actual understanding that y'all realize, bro, we are human individuals that are coming together for a common purpose, and it just so happens that we all fucking the same guy. Like,
yeah.
Hey, bro, I don't see no problems with it, but I'm not no girl, so I'm not in their head. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
You know, women can get very jealous.
Yeah,
and
jealous,
shit like that.
Jealous and shit like that. They be hella jelly.
Hey, I understand why, like, they perspective on why they get jealous. Yeah. But what they say, it takes a village. You know what I'm saying?
It takes a village. It takes a village.
So let's create this village.
Oh God, let's create it. Yo, that's stupid as shit. Bro, it's just like, bro, like, I don't know, bro. But I don't know. It can work if the people involved want to make it work type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if the dude can provide for literally 3 whole women, bro, like, bro, if I'm making $18 million a year, like, yes, I can provide for all of y'all. Yeah. Like, that's not even the question at this point. It would just be like, can y'all get along?
You
know I can get along with y'all. You know what I'm saying? This week I got you. This next week I got you. Let me stop before they cancel me. They're gonna be like, bro, he a red pill guy. I could give a shit. But I don't know. What else do men want in relationships? I think a lot of men and women say they want like a best friend in relationships. How do you feel about that?
Of the opposite sex?
No, like your significant other is your best friend.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. I feel like before you even get into a relationship, y'all need to be friends. But like real good friends, not no regular friends. But I feel like you shouldn't just get into a relationship because you attracted to this person. Like I feel like you need to like really build a bond with this person on some.
Yeah, it's very shallow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just go based off.
Hell yeah, bro. My wife, man, that's gonna be my best friend. We gonna do everything together. You feel me? Hoop together. Give me that shit.
And her ass not cry about it.
On God, you know what I'm saying? We just running it back next game.
Literally, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard to find some shit like that, bro. Like a girl that genuinely understands. Yeah. Not say that she understands and some shit going on in her head where she is bothering her and shit. But like she genuinely understands. Yeah, we just playing a basketball game. This shit not that serious.
Facts.
I don't know. But I mean, yeah, best friend. Being able to do anything with a person is definitely advantageous.
Yeah.
But I think some couples just get away with like, they got their little activities every single week that they do together. Maybe they go walk together. Yeah. Maybe they go shop together. They both like shopping, but they're like busy people or whatever. So they just do those activities together every single week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's how you build a healthy relationship.
Yeah. But I don't know, bruh. I guess and we was just talking about this last episode, building your identity being built by social media. But like power couples, bruh, when you see a power couple really doing their thing, bruh, it really make you want some shit like that. Because it'd be like, damn, we both on the grind, on the mission, and we getting after it every single day. You know what I'm saying? Together.
Yeah.
Not separate, together. We dead ass building an empire. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think dudes have a problem with, bro. I got a question, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman won the lottery, how do you think she would look at her relationship rather than the man winning the lottery? So like, how do you think a man would treat the relationship or act after they won the lottery versus a woman?
That's a good question. First, I believe it depends on who those people are. You know, like who it depends on who, because they say money just brings out who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? So I think it depends on who the man or the woman may be. But I feel like from a man perspective, if his woman was to win the lottery, I could see some envy being developed into
By
that.
the man?
Yeah, by the man. More than if it was vice versa. Because the man may feel less than. He may feel like, oh shit, that's supposed to be my role. Or some envy and resentment may be built from the man.
Okay.
Because his woman is the one providing for him now. So he may be feeling like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
How about the woman?
From the woman point of view, this the woman, this the man. I feel like the woman would be more happy than the man. Because she gets to be spoiled more.
I think it'll be two different scenarios in general. The man will break bread, and the woman will try to break at least as least amount of bread as possible.
You think so?
I think so for sure. It just depends on that relationship, though.
Yeah, it does.
I think in that instance, if you're in the right relationship, the woman would literally give all of the money to the man.
I do not see that happening, bro.
You don't see it happening, but I think that should be the thing that happens. Because look,
that's kind of crazy.
Look, bro, if you in a relationship with me and you see me as your head, you see me as your leader, bro, that means that the money that you have coming in, you trust me with.
Yeah.
You trust me to multiply it more than you trust yourself to multiply it. So you gonna do the right thing, and you might save something for yourself, of course. Like if you got $1 million in the lottery, you give me $900K. You got $100K, bro. You give me $900K for the purpose of whatever the fuck I got.
That's kind of crazy.
Whatever the fuck I want to do. And most likely it's going to be multiplying if you with the right man, because men are supposed to multiply.
Yeah.
Says the good book. And it'll go like that.
I see what you're saying, but that's
it should go
crazy.
like that. But I don't think women would do that.
Nah. That's kind of crazy though, bro. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Because the woman went out and earned that money from the lottery.
How the fuck she earned that money?
Because she won.
Okay, she bought a ticket and she won.
Yeah.
She didn't earn shit. Even if the man won, bro, he didn't earn shit.
I feel like if you win, you kind of win. You earn the win.
Okay, so
to an extent.
If both you and your woman is earning money, you're not gonna share none of that money because you earned it?
Nah, I will for sure.
Okay then. What the fuck are we talking about?
But like $900K to $100K is, bro, that's like...
Bro, like what are we talking about? Are we talking about two separate people, or are we talking about people that are in a relationship?
Relationship.
Okay then. If you're in the right relationship, that's all I said. If you're in the right relationship, you as the woman and you won, you would most likely give a large portion of that amount to the man because you know what he's going to do with it. And yeah, you might want to go get a little bag. But the thing is, you might want just 2 bags right now. With what he's going to do with the money, you going to get about 10. You get what I'm saying?
I would say give half at least. Like
half is cool, bro.
Oh yeah.
Half is cool.
Yeah, half. Like, okay.
But it's just
do your thing with this.
It's just a hierarchy thing. Like, okay, you're a woman, you won the money.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do with it, bro? What do most people? What do most businesses market to? Because they are the most buying demographic. Women.
Yeah, women.
So why the fuck? Like, what are you gonna do with it?
What do women do with their money?
Some emotional shit. Be like, look at that cute coat that I'm never gonna fucking wear. Oh my God, it looks so good. What type of fur is it? Oh, it's real fur. It's $15,000. Oh, okay. Well, I just won the lottery, so here. Like, that's how it's gonna go. And then next thing you know, a year or two done passed and the money is gone. You get what I'm saying? So just making it, if you are a woman and you chose the right guy, you didn't choose no bird brain of a dude, bro.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's a lot of bird brain. I'm talking about the most ideal situation, which is very, very fucking rare, if possible at all. That ideal situation, you would want your dude to have all of that money because you know the benefit that you're going to get from him having the money is higher than the benefit that you would get from you having the money.
And maybe you could feel like, because like I was saying earlier, the man can develop some type of envy, right? Yeah, maybe if you give him the money, she could think like, you know what? He has the money, so
as it's supposed to be.
There won't be any envy. Yeah, because he may think like he's in his role instead of me taking over his role or overstepping my place.
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, bro, you know, it's very controversial. Some people say, okay, when we get in specifically a marriage, our money is together now. Like, it's our money. It's not his money or her money. But I think that couples should always have separate bank accounts at some level. I mean, y'all can have a joint account that y'all both contribute to. Yeah. But I think in the most optimal situation, the girl doesn't even have a fucking bank account. She has a credit score that's being built. But other than that, I mean, what the fuck you need a bank account for? Like, and this is the most ideal situation, bro. This is not what I'm saying everybody should do, bro. Yeah. This is the situation where you pick a guy that is on his shit. I'm talking about to the T. That motherfucker ain't fumbling a damn thing. No. His eye going nothing but up. He already up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the situation.
He multiplying that lottery money.
You saying multiplying the fuck out that bitch. Yeah. Cause like unless you're a woman that have successful businesses or went to business school and know how to multiply the shit, just get a shit up, bro. Like just look at it as y'all money. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's a sticky situation. That's why that's one of the other reasons why I would like to make a significant amount of money, is just because I want to take money out of the problem pool.
I do feel like money is another reason why relationships can fail. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. It's an unfortunate thing. You know, this monetary system that we have that was created when I think Babylonians created the money system as we know it today. And it's just not the best thing in the world.
Yeah, at all. Yep. But this has been episode number 32. Let us know your favorite parts or what you agree with, what you don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Once again, join the Discord.
Hey, man, go get y'all merch. You know what I'm saying? Pure Intentions hats, mugs, flasks, everything you need for a good day outside and inside.
You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Catch y'all next time.
Pure Intentions, we out.
Gang.